Good day everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Wysol and today I'm going to be talking about what the Matrix is and how we can change the game. Okay, so I'll start off by talking about what a Matrix is, what the Matrix that we're living in is, and how we can change the game or rewrite the code, as you could say. So what is a Matrix? A Matrix, you could call it a system, okay, or a coded or scripted system. Yes? So that is what a matrix is. It's a program. It's a coded, scripted program that is meant to program. Okay? So, what the matrix is that we currently live in. Now, the matrix that we currently live in is known as kind of a hijacked system. Okay? So, I'm not going to talk about the past, but what we live in right now is different. There are a multitude of different matrices, okay? There are a few matrices that can't be changed, okay? One of them, the main one, is the golden ratio matrix, okay? What you're formed in the image of, okay? I'll show you a few images of what that is in a second, but you are quite literally made in the image of what we call the primal dragon, or the image of God, aka golden ratio. Okay, I'll show you these images quickly and then we will get on to what the matrix is, because it flows basically. So just a couple of pictures, about 3/4. So the first one is you in the womb, okay, next to an image of golden ratio. This is what you are made out of. This is the matrix that can't be changed. The natural formation. Okay? Now, you are not the only one or only thing made in the same image. Did you know that a cow, a chicken, turtles, and fish basically look like you when they're in the womb? Oh yeah. Oh yes. I bet you couldn't even tell the difference between a cow and a human, right? Probably couldn't. And then when you grow up, you're still in the perfect golden ratio format. Okay? Now this golden ratio format has also been put into what's known as the 5-pointed star, or the pentagram, which is known as air, water, fire, earth, and spirit. And your body fits into it. Okay? And the pentagram is also made from the golden ratio. Yes. Again, last couple of images. But there is the pentagram formed through the golden ratio. And that is you fitting into the pentagram, known as the Vitruvian Man, okay, that Da Vinci drew. Now what is this? What is the primal image of God? I'll show you. This is where we get on to talking about what the matrix is and the scripture that we run on. Now, I know some people might not like what I'm about to say, but some may do. Now, who or what is Allah? I'll stand back and show you. I am arm, leg, arm, head. Allah. That is what Allah is. Arm, leg, arm, head, you. Formed in the image of God, fitting perfectly into a pentagram, formed in the image of God, where you were formed in as a fetus, you were formed in the image of the God, or golden ratio, or the primal dragon. Okay, that is one of the matrices that you can't change. Okay, what matrix can you change? Now, you can change what's known as the hijacked matrix. So essentially what the hijacked matrix is an entity came along and started writing their own game, basically. They started writing their own script, and they were handing out their script and installing it into computers, aka you. You are a computer that downloads scriptures, okay, which is why I mentioned Allah now. So, Christianity and Islam, what are they? Or any form of monotheistic religion, or any form of religion actually. Even Hinduism, even though Hinduism is not monotheistic, it is still a worship religion. Okay? So, all of these actually want you to worship something that they perceive as above you, or greater than you. Even though I've just showed you are born in the image of God. There is nothing greater than you. Okay? So, what are religious textbooks? Now, I don't actually have like Bible or Quran or anything. I've got the Tibetan Book of the Dead and Veda Secrets of the East. What are these? These are scriptures. Yes. Now, what is a computer matrix programmed with? It's programmed with computer script, right? This is your computer script that you install into here, and then you project your computer script. Okay? This is the current scripts. Well, these aren't, but imagine this was the Bible, this was the Quran. This is the current scripts, okay, that you're maybe running on. Someone's running on Mac, someone's running on Windows. Did you know you can change the operating system? Yeah, let's go change the operating system. I don't know, let's grab that one. Yeah, let's just grab this one. Let's change the operating system and run on the Hermetic principles. That is how you change your internal code, or change your internal matrix. Now, when you change your internal matrix, you change the external matrix, which is also the internal matrix. I'm not going to go too deep, but you are inside your body. Yes. The external is internal, and the internal is external. Okay? So when you change the internal, you'll notice that the external also changes. The way you perceive the external also changes, because it is changing because of internal change. Okay? Now, computer scripts and religious scripts. Again, you are a computer. You download scripts into the computer, and then you run the script or the program. Okay? You need to simply change the script you're running on to change your game, and then you change the collective's game. Okay? But firstly, you need to not read monotheistic worshipping outside of yourself. You need to worship yourself. You are literally made in the image of God. This is your temple. Okay? And then you can start creating external temples once you've sorted your temple out. Alright? Okay, now all of these, well, not these again, but other religious books, what happens, what's inside them? They have mantras, prayers, etc., etc. Okay? What happens when you speak those mantras and prayers? You are quite literally sending out vocal vibrations out into the universe. Okay? And now, a lot of people that do these don't actually know what they are, like what they're doing with these. They're basically, again, these aren't, well, technically these are as well, but all of those scriptures are in fact grimoires. Okay, they're actually magical grimoires. They're actually, you can, fully capable of calling out these egregores that they've created, known as Jesus, who is an egregore, and Muhammad, who is an egregore. Okay, all of these are created in the collective, and they are formed because people believe in them. Everything is created through the mind. Okay? But all of the religious cults or cultures perform these prayer or rituals. Okay? They're all rituals. All of the prayers, all of the mantras, they're rituals. Okay? Now, even deeper, these cults and cultures perform magic rituals. Okay, all of these, the leaders of the Matrix, I don't even want to call them leaders, but they perform rituals. They are occultists. Okay, rooted from Judaism. All right, Judaism is a very powerful occult tool. Okay, the Qliphoth, well no, not the Qliphoth, the Sephiroth Qliphoth is the tree of death, the Sephiroth is the tree of life. The Sephiroth, each of the spheres is an energy, okay, that they tap into, or that they can tap into. Now, a lot of these cults do all of these rituals in kind of perfect alignment. They do them specific dates, which is again in perfect line with occultism and witchcraft. They may do them on full moons, new moons, start of a new season, start of a new astrological sign. They will do all of these because they are occultists, okay? Which is why people have this paradigm of like witchcrafts, the devil worshippers, and the people that are doing all of this bad stuff to us are the witches. Yeah, this is because their matrix has got you thinking that way. Their matrix has literally got you thinking that what they're doing to you is like, well, they're doing it to you. You don't know they're doing it to you, but you think what other people are doing is wrong. But even though they're doing it to you, I know that's a bit. So these cultures known as kind of Islam and Christianity, what they did in the past was eradicate paganism, which was kind of just living with the laws of nature. Yeah, but a lot of these pagan societies also did what was known as witchcraft practices. Now, the Islam kind of have jinn in their Quran, speak about jinn, and the Bible speak about like demons and stuff, okay? But they are the ones, they also use these entities, and they also are the ones that kind of essentially slaughtered billions of people, one in the name of their god, and two in the name, two to kind of like hide what the truth was, okay? They actually use occult practices that have gone back since Egypt, okay? They utilize the Egyptian Book of the Dead as well to program individuals. Yes, they utilize Egyptian Book of the Dead programming techniques to program people in society. Now, these programmings can be called alpha, beta, delta, and theta programming. I believe alpha programming is the programming of the general populace. Beta programming is the programming of something known as sex slaves or prostitutes and stuff like that. Delta programming is the programming for spies and assassins, okay? So there are most likely, like you may have seen this in TV shows, there are most likely sleeper agents like around. You're a sleeper agent, but you're not, you're working for a different system, yeah? You're not working for their system. Again, if you're watching this, you're probably a sleeper agent, you just don't realise who you are. So you are actually currently living in what's known, or what the system calls MMORPGs. What is an MMORPG? It's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. You are role-playing something that you constructed, again, in the past. You made yourself. You constructed it, okay? You are role-playing a game. A big, massively multiplayer, online, connected game where you are role-playing what you're supposed to roleplay, okay? But you need to remember, you aren't this, you are the player. You're not the physical, you are the one driving it. You're the player, you're the one with the controller, okay? So just remember that. You are, again, holographic universe. You are in a game, a big MMO, where you're role-playing. Well, you're supposed to roleplay what you came here to be, okay? So your genes and your astrological programming, that's what you're supposed to be role-playing. But you have been programmed by social conditioning, let's just say epigenetics, okay? So you've been programmed by other people, family, friends, environment, all programs you. The reason you eat what you eat is because Probably because your family eats it. Unless you change your diet, yada yada yada. But if you haven't, you do things because of what people around you do, because of what people you see do. Maybe you've seen it on YouTube, someone does something like this. Now you do it, because you just got programmed by them. Everything is a program. I am currently programming whoever is watching this. I'm getting real deep, but that's what it is. Because we are living in what you call a holographic universe, okay? That scripture is this computer script, okay? It's all the computer script. Now your environment's also a script, because, for example, let's say you grew up in a really less economically developed place, because the current system or matrix or script chose not to invest into that place because they want it to be a certain way, okay? And they want it to be a certain way for a reason, alright? Now, due to this, you maybe can't get a job, you can't blah blah blah. And then you've gone into what we call drug dealing or something, which is illegal, yeah? Or well, the system made it illegal. They made all the drugs illegal, yeah? Obviously for a reason. Because they want people in certain programs to be doing or projecting something, okay? Now, you can also help change the script for other people. Now, if you're watching this and you kind of get along the lines and you've been thinking, you've got things to say, share it. I sat for like 2 years or a year-ish thinking, oh, I should start YouTube, I should start YouTube, I should start YouTube. And I didn't do it for ages. And then the time came, I just got down to it, okay? And I just burst out videos every couple of days, alright? Now, remember, the matrix or the system can be changed. It can be hacked, you could say, or rewritten. Simply change the game. Change what game you're playing. Again, I'll grab the books again. You're playing Call of Duty, you're playing Battlefield. What game are you playing? I don't want to play either. I want to make my own game. Yeah? So make your own game. You can do that easily. Just write the script. Or remember at least the one you already gave to yourself. Because everything that happens has already been written. You could call it in the Book of Life, or the Akashic Records. Everything that you are going to do has already been done. Time is an illusion, okay? Again, everything that you are going to do, you've already done. Yeah. Now, don't get too kind of caught up in that, because you'd think, oh, can I change my destiny? Yes, you have choice. But do you really think you have choice? Do you actually think you're making a choice? Or is that choice already made? You thinking that you're going to make a choice consciously to yourself, this is not. You writ that last life. You made this life in your last life. You writ this life in your last life. You writ the book of this life in the last life by the way you acted in that life and what you did in that life. Okay? Now I think I'll leave it there for today. But that is what the Matrix is, how to rewrite the Matrix by changing the scripts, changing the programs that you've installed into your computer. Okay? Again, you're a computer. You can download games. You can download programs. And you can play those games. Yeah? You can play those games. Or you can even talk about it in like performing arts. Okay? What are we doing now? We are acting out a script. Let's go grab where is it? Performing arts script. So if anyone's done performing arts, what happens when you do performing arts. You read a script, you download the script, and then you act it out, correct? That's the same as what you're doing now. You are downloading scripts and then you're acting it out. But again, you can make your own. But I do think I will leave it there for now. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Peace out.